Hey, God's people, it's Worth and Wonder Wednesday. And I'm going to tell you something that's going to set you free today. When we talk about relationships, listen, Jesus says this powerful statement in John 2. He says that the people were saying hooray and saying all these wonderful things about him. And it says that Jesus was not moved because he knew what was in all men. Woo! One of the best scriptures as it relates to relationships, because many times we go into relationships having these expectations that we haven't shared with people. But the wonder of God shows us how to love people no matter what, that we would see them no longer after the flesh, 2 Corinthians says. And so Jesus begins to declare, he's like, listen, I'm not moved because what's on the inside of man, one day he'll be saying hooray, the next day he'll be saying crucify. One day he'll be saying he's going to show up and commit. The next day he's going to change his mind. And so what would our lives look like if we let people be people? If we let go of the expectations, right? And only hold our expectations for God. Because the only thing that you can expect in this life is change, right? And if we celebrate change, we can celebrate people as they're evolving and changing and growing. And you can't be wonderful all the time and continue to grow. There's some things that we have to go through. There's some things we have to experience in order for us to understand that there's a time in our life where people may not show up in the way that you expected. So if you let go of the expectation, right, and just love people right where they are, the way that they show up, then we can continue to pray that they live by God's standards, the way we should be praying that we live by God's standards. We can pray that God show us how to serve and love people right, but we can let go of the expectations, some of them that you've never even shared with them. Listen, when we first got married, I had all of these expectations of my husband that I had from my father, maybe my uncle, probably something I saw on television that I wanted in a man. But that's not fair to him. And you know what? It wasn't fair to me either, because I was setting myself up for disappointment, right? Because that's not the person. But when we can have frank conversations and understand that our backgrounds are different, so he may not even, or she may not even have the capacity, right, to rise to that expectation that you haven't even had a conversation about. So I offer this to you so that you can let God be God within you. You can stand in the wonder of being able to love people right where they are, because there's a time and a season for everything and every person, right? And then you're able to have that freedom, and it's going to free up your relationships to be able to be everything that they need to be in that season, right? And then we make decisions based on that. Yes, I hope this helps, because when you stand in that kind of freedom of the wonder that God has provided, to know that you can love people right where they are, yeah, then you can stand in your worth so they can love you right where you are. I hope this helps. I love you now. I'll see you soon.